There's a story we have carried for a long, long time. A story of a garden, a serpent, a fruit, and a fall. We think we know it. A story of mistake, of loss. But what if we have been listening with the wrong ears? What if this is not a story of a fall down, but a fall into ourselves, into time, into the great and painful gift of being human? Let us listen again, not with a mind that judges, but with a soul that remembers. Let us go back before the beginning as we understand it. Long ago, the teachings tell us the human spirit did not live in a house of flesh and blood as we know it. It lived immersed in spirit, guided directly as a reflection is guided by the light. There was no you and me. There was a luminous we, floating in a garden of spiritual realities. In that time, there was no death as we fear it, no birth as we struggle through it. There was a gentle rhythm of expression and withdrawal, like the ocean breathing, not through lungs, but through light. This was our ancient, dreamlike home. The first chapters of the human story, written not in ink, but in soul. Then came a stirring, a yearning, not a mistake, but a necessity, a pull towards something else, something specific. Imagine the most wise and ancient beings. Those who had journeyed ahead saw this yearning. In the old stories, they are called the serpents, but do not see a trickster. See a guide, an initiate, one who brings the next necessary medicine, even if it tastes bitter at first. The serpent whispers to the sleeping soul of humanity, what if you could know for yourself? The fruit of the tree is not an apple. It is a capacity, a new kind of consciousness. Before, we knew because we were part of the knowing. We were bathed in wisdom. The fruit offered something different, to take wisdom inside, to digest it, to make it our own through experience, through struggle, through choice. This fruit is called kama manas, desire mind, the thinking mind, married to the beating heart, to the longing of the senses. It is the power to say I, to stand apart, to look at the world and say, this is good, this is evil, I choose. And so we ate, we reached, and we took the fruit of self-consciousness into our being, and everything changed. The first thing that opened were not just eyes, but all the senses. We suddenly saw the physical world in its stark, beautiful, separate detail. We saw that we were naked, not as shame, but as sudden, shocking awareness. We were no longer a seamless part of the spiritual garment. We were individual threads, exposed, feeling the air directly on our skin. We had to make clothing, cultures, philosophies, identities, to navigate this new, sharp world. And the voice that had once been inside us, the guiding voice of the planetary spirit, now seemed to walk outside in the cool of the evening. We hid from it. For the first time, we could hide. We had an inner world now, a private room in the soul. Where are you? The voice called. And we answered from our new hiding place of selfhood, I heard you and I was afraid. This was the birth of the inner life, the birth of the soul as a private space. It was also the birth of death. For to be specific, to be this body, this life, is to have a beginning and an ending. Immortality was no longer a given state. It became a distant memory, a future goal to be earned to the long journey of experience. We were sent from the garden, not as a punishment, but as a consequence. We could no longer simply receive eternal life. We now had to build it. By the sweat of your brow, it was said, with toil. The ground, the dense, beautiful, resistant earth, was now our partner, our challenge, our teacher. We had to till it, to work with it, to spiritualize it, and in doing so, spiritualize ourselves. The flaming sword now guards a way back to the old, unconscious innocence. We cannot uneat the fruit. We cannot unknow what it is to be a separate I. The path forward is not back, but through the valley of death and rebirth, through the joys and sorrows of the desire mind, through all the incarnations where our eternal causal body, the record of our wisdom, grows step by step. So feel this within you now. This tension you carry is ancient. The longing for effortless unity, the garden, and the drive for conscious experience, the world. You are not flawed because you feel both. You are human because you feel both. The fall was not into sin. It was into responsibility. It was a moment of reflection in the mirror began to generate its own light. We are now in the age where we have tilled the soil of the intellect deeply. We have analyzed the world. We have conquered matter. And now a new whisper is heard, not to undo the fall, but to integrate it. Theosophy, true spiritual wisdom, is not a rejection of the mind, but is infusion with spirit again. It is taking the sharp, clear lens of the intellect we earned and polishing it with the love and intuition of the heart until we can see the garden within the world. So when you feel lost, when you feel the toil and the sweat and the separation, remember the story. You are not being punished. You are on a journey you chose. You are spiritualizing matter, started with the matter of your own being. You are building your immortality, thought by thought, choice by choice, love by love. The cherub with a flaming sword does not bar the way forever. It waits until we have built the bridge from within, until our own inner light grows so strong that we see the sword is not a weapon, but a beacon, and the path to the tree of life is not behind us, but ahead, shining in the heart of every challenge, in the center of our own fully awakened human consciousness. You are not fallen. You are becoming.